Mm, that's fucking hot. Good morning, everyone. I got a red glow today, huh? And now a super white glow. Hold on. God damn it. That never fucking works right. All right. How's everybody doing today? Can you hear me? I didn't change my. Fuck it. Beginning of week. All right. You guys can hear me okay? Geeky floorboards. Thank you. You guys can fucking see me glowing here. Mm, mm, mm. Gonna need a lot of coffee today. Only found out you streamed last night after watching Achievement Hunter for years. I'm hyped as fuck. Thanks, Jack. Check out the Regulation podcast if you get a chance. That's the main thing I do. Gavin. Got a short week this week, so that is nice. Martha Frog says New York Knicks won, and it was Puerto Rican Day parade yesterday, and it's Pride Month, and it's a good day, y'all. And Carolina Hurricanes won. Happy for them. All right, god damn. Sleep. My computer. Woof. Okay. First Monday payday ever from Marnette. Hell yeah. 47-mile bike ride on Saturday. Where'd you ride to, Marnette? What was the weather like? Yeah, did you get the keys, or is that later this week? Jeff, busy week this week. Not sure I'll be able to make another stream. You and me both, Dan Stab. So I want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy birthday. Thank you, Dan Stab. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. My birthday's coming up here, I guess, later this week. Did I catch the game of the Final Cup last night? I didn't. I was a little distracted this weekend. Yeah. Jeff, did you see the Brewers pitcher Jacob Mizorowski threw the fastest pitch by a starter, 104.5? I didn't, but he throws fucking hard. I know that. Between two cities near me, 23 miles one way, then back. Okay, nice, dude. That sounds great. 23 miles one way and then turn around and come right back. Thank you, E-Night by Day. Okay. Oh, before we go any further, Kylo Watt passed security certification. Congratulations, Kylo. That's awesome. Badass. You mentioned Baltimore Orioles in the last podcast, and there were a lot of Rugrats Reptar talk, and I felt seen. Been watching your content since I've been able to remember things. All love. Hey, what's up, Mini Muffin? Thank you for the sub. Check out the Regulation podcast if you get a chance, if you haven't already. As I said earlier, that's the main thing I do these days. I just stream in the mornings to promote that. As a matter of fact, let's talk about this week before we get too much further. Let's talk about this week. I was planning on streaming today and tomorrow, and that being my stream schedule this week. I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. I don't think. I'm like 99. If I do, it would be in the afternoon from the office, but I don't think I'll be able to. Just FYI. Thank you for the sub. So this is the big stream this week. Obviously, also there's no break show today. You guys know that. There's no break show today because we're doing the Fuck Face Off Season 2 finals streaming tonight live at 8 p.m. Yeah, there you go. Nightbot's got it. 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll be streaming the finals to find out if I'm the... Well, you get watch it. I don't want to spoil it. Well, I can't spoil it. It hasn't happened yet, but you know what I mean. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed things go well for me with Fuck Face Off Season 2 tonight. However, I can't wait for it either. It'll be the last thing I do professionally in this room, probably. Because tomorrow morning, they're cutting off my internet, and so I will not be able to stream from home tomorrow morning. And I definitely won't be streaming Wednesday morning as they're installing the internet. So, yeah, we got today. And then, of course, I'll be on the Friday stream. But so you got this morning, tonight at 8, and then Friday at 4 will be the guaranteed times I'm streaming this week. Oh, Brood Pixel. Geoff don't be moving. Geoff been moving. Thank you for hanging out for 7 streams, Trike. Really appreciate that. Glad to be here this morning. I'm glad to be doing this little morning routine we've been doing for, it feels like my entire life now, but I think it's probably something like a year, maybe. Has really become one of my favorite things about my job. And I love spending my Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays with y'all. My only lament is that I can't figure out a way to do it on Thursday or Friday as well. You know? It's been this really welcoming, warm, gentle way to begin my day with you guys, hanging out with what have become a lot of my favorite people, my friends here in these chats. And I've really enjoyed doing it here in this room, and I'm not gonna be doing it here in this room anymore. And that's exciting and sad at the same time, even though I'm excited to be moving on to bigger and better things. So this was a really fun little space, and had a lot of intimate, fun experiences with y'all here. And I know it's just a rental, but I really enjoyed it. And this is gonna go away tomorrow. So, but we'll be back next week. That sounded too final. We'll be back next week, regular time, next Monday. Just be streaming from a different bedroom. So, probably with a lot of work in between now and then, probably. Are y'all excited for Halo Campaign Evolved? Sure. I'd offer to help you move, but I don't know where you live, and I don't want to drive to Austin. I appreciate it, Marnet. That's a long bike ride. It's longer than 46 miles, 48 miles. Yeah, no, so, but we bought a house. So, I'm very excited. Very excited to own another home again, to buy into all these problems that I bitch about but love. And we spent the entire weekend. Movers come Wednesday. But, there's a million things that the movers don't move. Paintings and pictures and mementos and super valuable or delicate things. And so we spent the entire weekend moving and meeting contractors and repairmen and foundation people. And I'm more tired going into the week than I've been in a very long time. It's one of those things where we moved probably 5 carloads a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in addition to meeting, dealing with all kinds of other stuff. And you walk into the house and it's just empty. And you're like, what the fuck was I moving? Because I can't see anything. It's not a big house. The biggest thing I did was the place we moved had really nice kitchen cabinets. It's like a 100-year-old house we're buying. And it had these really nice kitchen cabinets that were painted really cute. But as soon as I started to put stuff in them, I saw how dirty they were. Like 100 years of stains and like, I don't know, like, it looks like somebody left dried molasses there. That's cool. And all the walls were scuffed really badly. And so I thought to myself, I'll just knock this out real fast. I'll just paint these shelves real fast, get some cabinet paint and go to town. And so I did. And there was no real fast about it, but I spent like 7 hours painting on Saturday and then another 4 hours, 5 hours painting on Sunday. But they look fucking awesome. They're gorgeous. But it was way more work than I knew it was going to be more work. So I'm not even living there yet, and I've already repainted half the kitchen. Yeah, it does bode well for podcast content. It bodes well for the future of Geoff's life too. I enjoyed this little sojourn to rent and not have to worry about home problems and to be a little more flexible with my, living situation because of Rooster Teeth going under and stuff. But now that regulations established and it's pretty clear I'm not going to be leaving Austin anytime soon, it was time to plant some new roots. Are the pipes cast iron? No, but they're not all great. Man, we keep getting these fucking imminent flood threat alerts that are just so loud. It's all night long. Everybody in Austin had one every 2 hours. Have you ordered your fridge last? No, I haven't. This it's so funny you say that. This house does not have room for a fancy fridge like we had at Westfield that took it 13 months to get in. It has room for kind of it's a small kitchen. Um, it's actually a pretty small kitchen. It's going to be interesting to see how well we make do. We can't both be in it at the same time, which is what you want when you're settling down for the rest of your life, to give yourself a real confined space. So we might have to expand someday a little bit if there's room. But no, we've already started kitchen fridge shopping. This new fridge will be much, much cheaper than the last fridge we bought. Is there natural gas going into the house? Yes, there is natural gas. I don't know, Mark. I don't know the answer to that question. I would assume galvanized. Old houses make me so anxious. Yeah, they're fun and frustrating. And the first house I bought was built in 1988. Little bungalow, little piece of shit bungalow in East Austin. The second house I bought was built in 1938. So I lived in that old house, lived with those problems. Third house I bought was built in 1945. And that was the one that the pipes disintegrated. And, that was the Fuckface house. That was the house where I created Fuckface from. And that's where every episode of Fuckface for me was filmed at. I filmed the first to the last episode at that house. And then every episode of Regulation to this day has been filmed in this room. So that will no longer be the case, I guess, by the next time I record. But we recorded up 4 weeks in advance or something. So I'll never record Regulation in this house again. But and then so this house was built in 1935. So this is the oldest house I've ever owned by 3 years, but not by much, So, and it's 10 years older than the last house I lived in. So I feel well versed in old homes. Well, specifically old homes in Austin. Thank you, Taco Messiah. I will officially mark this as season 3 of Fuckface. When I renovated my kitchen, I found a $25 money order from 1968 under the cabinets. That's awesome. That's a lot of money in 1968. Dude. We just keep getting these fucking flood alerts. We're in no danger of flooding here. A new evergreen season of How Hath the House Gods Blighted Geoff may be upon us. Yeah, I hope not. I hope I'm going into this fixing stuff out the gate. Like, I've done plumbing work already. I feel good about the plumbing. Got electrical work this week. Got foundation work. It's already begun. Already got the yard handled. Garage door's broken. That's already mostly fixed. They got to drop a part off. What else is there? Getting some stuff done for Albert. Gotta get internet. Yeah, I don't know. There's a million things, but we've done a lot of repair upkeep already. So before we sleep a night in the house, it'll have already had a lot of things done to it. So knock on wood, we'll have everything fixed that needs to be fixed very quickly, and then we'll have a smooth transition of no stress or problems into a 100-year-old house. How do I feel about the beanhole? Let me tell you, we've identified a space. There is going to be space for in this new yard, I believe. It's not a big yard by any stretch, but I think that there is enough space that we can put a permanent beanhole solution in it. Yeah. I'm pretty jazzed about that. Get the beanhole pipeline open again and pumping beans. This beanhole journey has been like 20 years of my life. I want to have it. I want to dial it in. I don't want to make beans again. I want to excel at making beans. So beans are back on the menu, boys. I believe. I got a lot of work to do on that new house. Beans won't be the priority, but at some point. Oh, that's awesome, Marnette. Mr. Beans. What's up, Booster Silver? Simple Jeff. Yeah, I'm pretty simple. I'm pretty fucking dumb. Am I excited for the new office? I am. I can't figure out where to put it. There's like, it's a 3-bedroom house with like a little office area. And so, you know, 1 bedroom is the primary, obviously, but so I have like 3 other options of where to put it. And so been trying to juggle it to figure out what makes the most sense for what Emily's needs are in a spare bedroom. But I think I got it worked out. Why? Stop. Don't want these fucking alerts anymore. Knock it off. Okay. That's awesome, Mark. Might take you up on that. We have 2 inches of 2 inches of beige dust and then 40 feet of rock. Yeah. Hans Moleman subscribed. Thank you. Just redid my home office. Got my regulation merch up. Nice. That's been kind of interesting going through this office because I've just, I guess I never, I did unpack mostly, but I just keep finding stuff and then try to figure out what to keep and what to get rid of. I've gotten rid of a lot of mementos and stuff because it's just like, at some point you don't have room for shit anymore, you know? Yeah, the flood alerts are fucking annoying. I'm on the 2nd floor of it's not dry outside, but I'm not anywhere near floods. Thank you for the sub, Sloppy. I guess they can't fuck around, though, after last summer, you know, with the girls' camp. I guess they're taking it extra serious this year, which I guess I completely understand. I'm not going to criticize that. What about Tiny Town? Oh, yeah, there's no basements in Austin. Tiny Town's going with us. It got pared down. Emily went through it this last year, and significantly reduced the size of it and to what she really wanted. And so we've got room for it now. Didn't they let them camp there again? I think that it's been stopped this year. I don't know for how long, but I think that they're not. I don't think anybody's camping right now. Jeff, is there a merch item you've been hoping to do? Would love to have a fuck face off banner. I can't think of anything that like I'm burning to do that we haven't done. But I haven't really been thinking in terms of merch lately. Like, I find that, at least for my brain, it works like there are lanes of thought. And when you don't need to be in that lane, you close it off. You know what I mean? And so I only open up the lane of merch thought when when it's time to, I guess. If that does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it sounds dumb. But like there's only so much creative juice. And so you gotta narrow down where it goes, you know, get the most effect out of it. And so I have a lot of try to just focus in like whatever the thing at the moment is. And sometimes I'll, you know, reorient to think about merch for a while and hopefully something good comes out of it. But I haven't really had any wacky merch ideas lately. But I really haven't been trying to either, you know. Doesn't feel like that's the tone of the podcast right now. We just went through a big sale at the holiday or at the anniversary and we pushed merch and I don't know. I'm always a little conscious of like going too far in a direction or going too heavy into merch and then having to look like we're just trying to sell you guys shit all day long. Don't want to do that, you know. So I try to do this with the merch. Do you guys still bully Gavin like the old AH days? I don't know that we ever bullied Gavin. That sounds terrible. Time to invest in the shit stat toilet? Maybe. Just moved into my first house built in 1952, says Regulation Corn Seed. Definitely putting in sweat equity. Man, same. So much sweat equity. Is it bullying if he deserves it? I love listening to the Gavin is a prick song because my name is Gavin. Are Warhammer miniatures in Tiny Town scale by any chance? Last attempt here. What's the scale, Mark? Do you know? Do you know what scale they are? I think they're probably about the same size, off the top of my head. Just judging by the figure you sent and figures that we have, I think that they might be a little bigger, but I think it's like I don't remember. There's a letter scale like scale N or R or something that Tiny Town is. Speaking of home stuff, we had our septic tank cleaned out for the first time since moving in 2 years ago. Such an interesting process. I'm scared of septic tanks. They sound complicated and like rife with potential problems if you don't maintain them. I just worry that I'd forget, and one day I'd be like, "Oh fuck, I have a septic tank," and then some guy would come and go, "Oh, dude, this is gonna be like 18 grand." Now the NBA finals are over, is anyone gonna watch the World Cup? Yeah, I will a little bit, but I've been so distracted with the new house, I haven't really watched a lot of sports. P&J Parker, thank you for the subs. I'm gonna go see Lambrini Girls on Wednesday. Oh, that's cool. I saw Lambrini Girls last summer. They're great. Watched Curacao in Germany yesterday. That was a crazy game. I saw the score. I didn't see the game. Germany winning 7-1 is insane. The only time we had problems with our septic was when my mom started eating chia seeds. I don't even want to know. Or my patch shirt to the Germany game. Hell yeah. People guy, people. Father, thank you for this sub. Sorry. Old Jeff is feeling old and tired. It's a lot of lifting for my advanced age. And that's the whole story, says Mark. So I think so, Mark. I think they would fit. I don't think they would be the scale would be so off that it would be weird. Regulation Rat. Morning, everybody. It's been a few weeks since I caught a stream. Glad to be back. Glad to have you. This is the last stream this week, probably. Except for Friday, we're the regulation stream. But I, once again, will probably not be streaming my normal Tuesday and Wednesday streams. Can't believe Danhausen won the Knicks a championship. Certainly seems to have. Does Emily accept additions to Tiny Town? I don't know. I'll have to ask her. She was so into it for a while there. Thank you, Kai. You know, we were going to estate sales every weekend and stuff for years, and then she bought so much of it, and then we looked at it all, and she was like, "I got to get rid of some of this stuff," and so she got rid of probably half of it, giving it to friends. She made like starter kits for her friends to have Tiny Town starter kits, essentially. So I don't know what she has room or desire for, and we didn't set up Tiny Town at all last Christmas. She didn't see the point. I'm sure we will this Christmas, but yeah. Water in the shower stopped draining. Uh-oh. Dealing with a crispy head. That sucks. I wanted to go swimming so bad this weekend, and I just couldn't break away long enough to do it. Well, we went out of town for Christmas and stuff, so it wasn't a big deal. Regulation Tiny Town House. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'll write that down. Did Nick go to the Knicks game? As far as I know, I talked to him leading up to it, but I didn't want to bug him at the game. I figured he wasn't going to be on his phone, and then I didn't want to bug him after the game because I figured he was pretty bummed. So I haven't really spoken to him since the game. I hope he's Nick's gonna be okay. He's gonna be. It's a bummer, but he's okay. His team is well, his team is 1 year ahead of schedule, probably, maybe 2. It's raining men's. What's up? Suggestions on how to make sure that you don't miss these streams. Well, I stream every day, every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8 a.m. Central Time. So the time never changes. It's always at 8 a.m. or 3 minutes early or whatever. So you could put it in your calendar, I guess. Um, Once again, I won't be streaming tomorrow and Wednesday because they're taking my internet away tomorrow morning, and then I'm moving Wednesday. But yeah, Knickerbocker shorts. Do you have fiber internet? I have AT&T fiber. Yeah. Spurs blew it in a truly impressive way. It does suck when you think you have more coffee and you don't. I slept on my neck wrong or something. How's your time to walk around with a cell phone in your face? Real. Oh, now's my time. Yeah, it's gonna rain all week, unfortunately. Also, you know, I would like to do something like that, but I'm also not trying to dox myself. Didn't the Warriors blow a 3-1 lead? Celtics did, I think, to the Warriors. Only one of those screenshots is likely, but the Buccaneers fan, I don't know, must have missed it. Speaking of basketball, I was thinking Celtics did to the Sixers. Yes, that's true. Speaking of basketball, I was thinking we could do, since we're not going to be able to play for a while during normal streams, we got to do a little GM work. We got to get into the arena and start tinkering, making some moves. See if we can get into a healthy headspace before I go into Fuckface Off season 2 tonight. Yeah, but we'll get there. We're working our way up towards video games right now. Is anybody watching Love Island? I'm 100% caught up on Love Island. Wonder if the Celtics are really trying to grab Giannis. That seems to be the reporting. Everybody is saying it. Apparently, for the last week or so, they've been all in and making some pretty serious attempts. It's one of those things that I just fire in the hole. Hell yeah, that is a fire in the hole mug. We went to Branson. I don't know. I don't know why I say this because we got Kyrie, but it just feels like he's like one of those guys that's never going to play. Go to. I mean, I know it said like he's interested, but he just feels like the second I heard he was wanted to leave, I thought, well, that dude's going to Miami. It seems like such a Miami move. It's on the east side. It's got the allure of the weather and the beach. It's the flight to Greece is probably about as close as it is. They got Pat Riley and Spo, which is just like as a player, probably a pretty alluring combination. And you know, they're always like fighting eighth, ninth seed, whether they're good or not. And and then they pull off some improbable move, and then suddenly, they're in finals contention. So I would not at all be surprised if he went to Miami, and I would definitely bet on him going to Miami before Boston. I would love him in Boston. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it. I feel like those things don't happen for us. And if they did, it'd go wrong. Temptation Island, and it was pretty entertaining in a dumb way. Oh, I've seen every episode of all 3 iterations of Temptation Island. The original back in the early 2000s, Temptation Island when it was on USA, and then the new Netflix reboot. Knicks Celtics ECF next year. Sure. I don't know what the fuck the Celtics are going to do in the offseason to get better. We will see. We will see. Brad Stevens has been phenomenal. Every move he's made has been a plus move for the Celtics, and so I trust him. I will say the only misstep maybe we made was Vooch, which just on paper made a lot of sense, but just did not seem to work. It didn't help that he got hurt immediately after signing with us, but he just never looked comfortable on the court for us. He never looked like he belonged. He never looked like he fit, and he didn't get a lot of opportunity before the playoffs started, but he makes a lot of money, and I think he's on an expiring, and I think he probably won't be a Celtic next year, but we'll see. Go ahead and sleep on my Bulls. They won't do anything next year. That is true. Your Bulls will not do anything next year. Giannis would make sense at the Bulls, but I don't think he wants to go to. He doesn't want to be landlocked. He wants to be as close as possible to Greece. Troy versus Old Miss game. No, I didn't see that. Orlando's time to shine. I don't see Giannis going to the Knicks. That would have already happened if he wanted to. Also, the last thing the Knicks need to do is blow up their championship roster. Although you do have a couple players on coming up for free agency that'll be interesting to see what happens. You think Giannis is Miami, Boston, or Golden State? I think he's definitely not Golden State. I think he's communicated pretty clearly that if he goes anywhere, he wants it to be an East Coast team on the water as close as possible to Greece. Golden State would be the opposite of that. I wouldn't expect him there at all for anything. Cleveland, maybe. The New York Nets might be able to pull something off, but I would say Miami. I do enjoy going to Magic games. Nick Claxton seems nice for Boston. Is it really blowing up a championship roster if you get one of the top 10 players in the league? To get him? Yeah. What do you think you're going to give up to get Giannis? You guys are going to destroy your depth and all your future draft picks, which I don't know how many you guys have, you know? Like what are you comfortable getting rid of that Milwaukee's going to accept? Because they're not going to be like, you know, you're losing Cat, guaranteed. Do you guys want to lose Cat? Cat for Giannis makes sense, but I wouldn't want to. I don't know. I wouldn't want to fuck with the chemistry of a team that just went 15-3 in the postseason, which is legendary. And don't get me wrong, I hate New York. I hate the Knicks. I don't enjoy that team, but kudos to them. They proved me and a lot of people wrong every step of the way. And that Jalen Brunson, tip of the hat. I think the Knicks need to keep Cat too, but they're not keeping Cat if they get Giannis. You guys would be giving up Cat, some combination of Cat, Robinson, Bridges. I don't even know. What could Miami give up? Future draft picks. Miami doesn't have enough to get Giannis either. It'd have to be a 3-team trade. Not a big basketball fan, but I am enjoying the memes coming out of the Knicks winning. If you're not a big basketball fan, you're about to hate the next 2 hours. All right, the aerial flood advisory is ending. Thank Christ. As long as the Sixers remain trash, I'm happy. They're not trash, unfortunately. I hate they're my least favorite. I mean, they're the Celtics' biggest rival. So I'm not a Sixers fan, but they're definitely not trash. That VJ Edgecombe Tyrese Maxey combo is a real deal. Happy halfway through the week. Yeah, sort of. Have you heard the 2-1-1 theory for NBA and winning series? No, I haven't heard that. I don't think. Issue another flood warning soon. Your aunt got in the Knicks solely because she thinks Jalen Brunson is cute. I guess he's got a little something. Got a quiet, dry, kind of sarcastic sense of humor that I find to be appealing. The Brunson Josh Hart combo is great for press conferences, and they're funny together. A little duo, a little comedic duo. I'll give them that. Detroit is in the constant circle of only 3 teams can be good at a time. Yeah. That's going to be interesting to see what happens to Detroit in the offseason. I still think that they're a good enough team. I think that they just need to. Well, they've had so much adversity. I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know about anything. Hope the Phillies trade for Scooball. Oh my God, Scooball's going to be a Dodger. I don't see how it goes any other way. There's too much money, too much money and heat in that town. It just sucks all the expensive talent to it. It's going well, Supremo Soup. How are you doing? So is Fox going away? Who, De'Aaron Fox? I don't think so. I don't know. He's not very popular right now in San Antonio, I'd imagine. Dodgers need to just fuck right off. They're not gonna. They're just gonna keep acquiring better talent. What they're doing to afford those players is so fucking smart. I mean, as long as it works, which it seems to. If it doesn't work, then the Getty people, is it the Gettys? Yeah, the Gettys are in trouble in about 10 years, but I think it seems to be working out for them. The Celtics trade for Giannis, I don't think so. I think that he probably goes to Miami. We were talking about it a little earlier. I would love it. I don't know if I want to give up Brown for it. I don't know how I feel about that. If you become an NBA fan long enough, or a fan of any sport long enough that has trades and free agency, all sports have trades, but that has a robust free agency, you'll get used to the idea of losing players that matter to you. I've said goodbye to so many players to the Celtics that I loved, including my favorite player ever, Marcus Smart, who, is a fucking dirty Laker now. God bless him. So I'm not going to be a child about losing Brown. I don't want to lose Jaylen Brown. I like Jaylen Brown a lot, but a 31-year-old Giannis or a 29-year-old Brown, 29. I don't know. Smart trade was very sad. Smart trade was exceptionally sad, and it set us up for a championship. Watching Lob City get traded away. That I loved Lob City. That dude, that Clippers team was so much fun to watch. You had prime, maybe just like a tick past prime Chris Paul, but pretty prime Chris Paul. You had prime Blake Griffin. You had DeAndre Jordan doing things that didn't make any sense. You had 6 Man of the Year Jamal Crawford 3 years in a row, and then you had JJ Redick before he went to Philly and got too old. That was a fun team to watch. It's amazing they underperformed, and they had who else did they have in the Luke Mbamute? He was really good for him. Who was LVP? Oh, De'Aaron Fox, for sure. Yeah, Jamal Crawford was such a street ball player. He was great. Is DeAndre Jordan still the all-time leader? I don't know. He rides. He was. Is he on the? Where does he ride the bench now? He was in New Orleans last I thought. I think. Was he on one of the championship teams? I don't know. Oh yeah, Sweet Lou. That was like in the post Lob City year when they had that was a fun team too. Uh, like the blow up, surprisingly still good with not a lot of stars Clippers era that ushered in the current era that I'm not a fan of. Tough that the guy that the Spurs traded for to be their veteran presence made so many mistakes when it mattered the most. Yep, real tough, real tough. Felt bad for them and for him. That guy is a really talented player, really talented, all NBA caliber player who was languishing on the Kings and finally gets an opportunity with a team to compete, and he did not probably live up to his own expectations, I would assume. Wimby showed me something in the series, and it wasn't good. Uh, I'm kind of impressed by Wimby, honestly. I think he's got a lot of immaturity to work through. He's barely 22 years old, and I think, like, I don't know. I think the amount of pressure and scrutiny he is under at all times, and you also consider, people say he's kind of, people knock him for some of the things he says in press conferences for being too curt or too direct, but I think also people don't recognize that I think English might be his third language. It's definitely his second language, but it might even be his third language. So it's like he's communicating in a language that you know he learned later in life. So I think some of that bluntness is just comes from him, you know, speaking English and not French. And I also think that the meat and the potatoes of what he conveys is exactly what you want to hear from a generational NBA talent. And, it's up to him to live up to those expectations. But also can't imagine what it's like to be under that kind of microscope the entirety of my career. And, I don't know, man. That's a tremendous amount of pressure. We Americans have no appreciation for people speaking English as non-native speakers. 100% correct. 100% correct. I grew up in Alabama, and I grew up with people who only know English who can barely fucking speak it. I spent 3 years in high school trying to learn Spanish and just got my dick kicked in constantly. It is hard to learn a second language, and it's easier for some people than others, but it is a tremendous difficulty to learn a second language and requires a lot of skill and, well, not skill, it requires a lot of dedication. Some people have an affinity for it for sure, but it still requires a lot of effort and discipline. And to knock somebody for not speaking your native tongue as well as you do, uh, when they speak an entire other ass language that you have no fucking hope of speaking. It's always bugged the shit out of me about us as Americans, and I catch myself doing it sometimes too, being silly. And it's like it's just yeah. Struggle with conjunctions in Spanish. I have by nature of living in Texas, I've osmosis still a decent amount of Spanish, but I certainly wouldn't say I speak it. Um, I could maybe understand 20% of it. Lived in Sweden for 10 years, moving from the US. People always apologize for their English, and I always say their English is 5 times better than most of you. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. It's like, you want to hear somebody speak shitty English? Go to the Walmart in my old town or a gas station, or I don't know, hang out with some of my friends from high school. There's plenty of dumb motherfuckers in America who don't speak English and who've only spoke English. That's what's crazy about authors to me. Like Joseph Conrad, one of my favorite writers, wrote Heart of Darkness and Lord Jim. I think English was his third language, and so for his books to translate so beautifully, and I think he wrote some of them in English. Uh, I wanted to read. I want to learn German just so I could read him in his true form, because it must be unbelievably beautiful. I had a journalism teacher in the Army who spoke 9 languages, and she was maybe the coolest lady I'd ever met in my life. At that point, for sure, but maybe even since. She was neat. 9 languages fluently. She just like wasting her time in the Army, teaching people how to be journalists. I promise you can find a native English speaker that sounds dumber than any person who speaks English as a second language. I agree. I'm you know, might be related to a few of them. Do I have a favorite comic run? Transmetropolitan, Hellblazer, back like in Vertigo '90s Hellblazer, maybe. Yeah. Astro City, I really liked. I think in just like perfect runs. I really liked Hellblazer in the '90s, early 2000s. Really liked it. Sandman Mystery Theater, I liked a lot. Trying to finally leave my X Men bubble. I don't really fuck with comics anymore, and I haven't for a long time. But I was I was very into them for about 30 years. Constantine is such a it is a great film. Dude, that is such a well cast film. First off, Keanu Reeves is fucking awesome as John Constantine, and he is not at all who I imagined when I thought of the character of John Constantine, but he fucking nailed it. But Tilda Swinton and Peter Stormare are so fucking well cast in that movie, and that movie is so conveys the comic so well. I thought, at least the tone and the spirit of the comic. Peter Stormare is brilliant. Yeah, he is. He's really great. I really started reading last year. I started from New Mutants Volume 1, and now I'm up to like 2012 area, and I'm not having fun. So back to the 90s I go. Yeah, the original New Mutants run only went about 100, episodes, right? Before they ended the New Mutants and then rebranded with X Force and stuff, I want to say. I remember really enjoying it. I liked Warlock as a character. I remember liking him a lot. What other movies have 10 of 10 casting? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I give you Lord of the Rings. I can't think of that. That was pretty perfect. Uh, Mark the Frog says Event Horizon. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I remember really being scared to death by it. Scary, scary film. Jurassic Park, the first one, pretty great casting, I'd say. Comics getting addicted to issue number ones is what really hurt comics as a whole. Yeah. First three Pirates of the Caribbean, says Mark. Those are, yeah. I really only like the second movie. I thought the first one was okay. I thought the second one was brilliant and made me very excited for the third one. And then the third one was just like, and I never saw any of them after that. Jaws is great. Lebowski is great. That's a great one. Lebowski, yeah, that's a great one. Honestly, any Coen Brothers film, Raising Arizona, like that's amazing casting. Everything David Lynch has done. Man, I gotta say, something's happening to me with David Lynch right now that I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand what's going on, but I have been. I'm entering into a second Lynch era of my life. I think where I just it's like I'm in my 20s again. I would say from 14 to I would say 14 to maybe like 28. I just thought about David Lynch all the time. If I wasn't talking about him, I was thinking about him. I was kind of obsessed with his work and him, and then that slowed down in my 30s and really went dormant in my 40s. And now, since his death, and then rewatching Twin Peaks, I can't get him out of my head. I laid in bed last night and was just browsing through his IMDb, just looking for anything I hadn't seen before, and realized there's a couple of shorts I haven't seen. I'm so into David Lynch right now that I want to go watch all of his weather reports. I've decided there's like 100. I've only seen a few. There's like 150 of them. I'm gonna consume. I'm gonna make a checklist. I've decided, and I'm going to make sure that before I die, I watch every second of everything he ever wrote or directed. And I'm pretty far along, but yeah, I just can't get him out of my head lately. Dune, I thought his Dune movie was brilliant. Wild at Heart has one of the best openings of a film ever. My work has been obsessively pushing AI Copilot use, dude. Emily, yesterday we're getting a garage door fixed, and Emily got a call from the AI to schedule it yesterday, and we scheduled it, and then she called this morning to check, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the AI does that sometimes. It doesn't know when we're busy. We can't come today. We'll come tomorrow." It's like, well, great, cool. You got an AI scheduling appointments for you that doesn't know your schedule. You might want to investigate that one. Full Metal Jacket with your 13-year-old, that'll be a heavy watch. Real human experience there, yeah. Anyway, get ready for a lot of me just mumbling about David Lynch shit that I saw recently that I think is brilliant. To lynch or not to lynch, to lynch. God. It's lucky. I actually had a couple of moments, maybe 2 weeks ago, where I missed Saw Right because I wanted to do a dive. I don't remember what it was now, but I was like, I was like, I'm bummed I can't. This would be a great episode of Saw Right. And I briefly thought about doing it and throwing it up just as an extra. And then work got in the way. But I was having like little tickles of like, oh, I kind of miss doing that. And then this last week or two has just decimated me. If I had to do weekly Saw Rights on top of everything else I've been doing to get ready for this move, and with the diverticulitis and with the anniversary and the cruise and Emily being ill, and like, I lost my mind. Full Metal Jacket is interesting. It's two films in one. The first film was the basic training film, and the second film is the Vietnam War film, and they're connected, but feel wholly separate to me. But Full Metal Jacket is, I wouldn't say it inspired me to join the military or anything, but it is about an Army journalist, private joker, and it definitely, there was some allure there when I watched it as a kid. I don't know if it's the reason I ended up where I was, but I can't give it that kind of credit. Like, I live in Austin because of I live in Austin because of Richard Linklater. I live in Austin because of Slackers. I saw that movie when I was 17 and decided I had to live here someday. And then I set forth to figure out how to do it. But I wouldn't say that like I became a journalist because of Full Metal Jacket or anything, but I think it definitely influenced me a little bit. Yeah, the boot camp stuff it's hard for me to watch. Well, first off, just because of the private pile stuff is disturbing in general. But you know, I went through basic training in 1993, and the Army was not the same as the Marines was in Full Metal Jacket, but it wasn't so far off that it was dissimilar, you know? And so, yeah. Watching the beginning of Full Metal Jacket brings up good and bad memories of my time in basic training. Any of you guys go to basic training for a few days at Fort Jackson? Fort Jackson, yeah. I was Delta 213 Devil Dogs. What were you? Basic training changed a lot. I was just gonna say, depending on when you went. When I went back, when I was in the Army Advanced Photojournalism School, Air Force Basic in San Antonio, hell yeah, Fort Sam Houston. Uh, I'm in Cadre B. Oh wow, B213. No shit, Badger Man. Wow, we're like neighbors. That's crazy. Knocked myself out. They found out that I have a brain that's too big. If you were to recommend a single David Lynch movie to someone who's never seen any of his work, what's your shot? 134 Devil Dogs. They're not very original. No, there's only about 20 names. Lost Highway, maybe. Lost Highway or Mulholland Drive, maybe. I mean, I would say Twin Peaks, but it's a television show that you're going to need to watch, invest 20 hours to get anything out of, you know? But if you just said movie, probably Lost Highway or Mulholland Drive. The never ending jokes of asking if it PMCS that thing. Wednesdays, PMCS Wednesdays at the motor pool. Fuck. I hated that. Elephant Man or Blue Velvet. Yeah, here's the thing. Elephant Man is the least David Lynch film of all of his movies. It's a great, brilliant film, and I love it, and I think you would love it if you watched it. But you're not going to get a lot of sense of who David Lynch is through it. Or you'll get some, but not like Blue Velvet is brilliant as well and a great film. And I thought about it, but I just feel like maybe at this point it's a little older. I don't know. You did get some awesome Dennis Hopper though, and Kyle MacLachlan plays a character named Jeffrey Beaumont. I don't know. I kind of. It's hard to pick a David Lynch thing. Twin Peaks would obviously be it, but he created so many brilliant worlds. Honestly, there's a 1 minute short film he made for the celebration of the 100th year of film or whatever. It was this thing called Lemiret Compagnie. It was late 90s, early 2000s, late 90s probably, mid to late 90s. And they had 40. I'm getting some of these numbers and facts wrong. I apologize, but it's going off an imperfect memory. But they had either 40 or 60 filmmakers make 1 minute films with the original 100-year-old Lumiere cameras. And I bought that thing because David Lynch was on it, and I was so fucking excited to see it. And I watched every film, and they all sucked except for David Lynch's, which was brilliant. David Lynch made a whole story in 1 minute. Everybody else did like Spike Lee did was filmed as kid. It was cute as baby. There was like little things. Everybody had something interesting, but David Lynch was the only one who filmed who created an actual narrative in 60 seconds. It was amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't. Military's rough. What's it like to live in a place where, in theory, you could just see Alex Jones in the wild? Not just Alex Jones. We got a lot of lunatics. Glenn Beck lives around here. Fucking Roseanne Barr lives over here. I think maybe Randy Quaid lives around here too. It's not. I mean, Alex Jones has been a punchline of Austin since I came here. I first moved to Austin in 1994. Well, first came to the area in 94. I moved to Austin proper in 98. And in 98 in Austin, he was on public access TV fighting with the DMV over thumbnail or fingerprints. He was a joke that was on Friday nights on public access. And there was another show here that was really popular called The Show with No Name that was basically TikTok before TikTok. It was just vignettes of funny clips. And they would always make fun of him. And I remember the guy from that show punched him in a parking lot once. It was a whole thing in Austin. I think he lost his gig because of it. But yeah, we in Austin have been dealing with Alex Jones for like 30 something years. So he's kind of just invisible to us now, I think. There's a lot of lunatic fringe fucking tech bro alt-right dudes in Austin now, between the Elon crew and the fucking dickhead alt-right comedy scene. It's yeah, it's a new vibe in Austin. I don't think it's permanent though. I think it's already started to dissipate a little bit. I've heard that Marnette wants his basketball. We better get to it then. Feels like our society's lost the ability to understand satire. Feels like our society's lost the ability to understand compassion. But maybe our society's lost the ability to understand. It's just a fucking country of dumbasses, myself included. Is it my NBA that we're doing? My GM, my NBA. Yeah. It's this one. Okay. Okay. What's our next game? We don't want to, let's just get in there and simulate through the date. All right. We'll have some training that we'll ignore. Let's get in there and, see if some of the team building we've been doing off screen has helped. See if we've been running a lot of practices, trying to figure out how to work as a unit. It's time to put it to test. We'll come in the third or fourth quarter, depending on how it's going. I love the Magic's new logo. That is nice. Is this Gentleman's Morning? Nah, we started this last week. Decided it would be fun to see how good of a general manager of an NBA team I could be. So we did a fantasy league, my GM or my NBA, where we did a fantasy draft for all the teams, and the coin let us redo it once. but we are stuck with the team that we have. A team that is led by NBA champion OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and then Tyrese Halliburton, with a couple of Celtics role players. And I simmed through the whole fucking game. Wasn't even looking. Yeah, we did it, guys. We kicked the shit out of that one. Let's see. What was the box score? I was just sitting there talking to you. Good, solid game by Hallie. 5 turnovers. Got to work on that. Peyton Pritchard. I feel like this game doesn't value Peyton Pritchard properly. So here's our team for those of you that weren't here last week for it. Tyrese Halliburton, Peyton Pritchard, OG Anunoby, Derek White, DeAndre Hunter. I was going to trade, but has been really solid for us. Luke Cornett, we traded Steven Adams for. That's when everything went wrong somehow. Mitchell Robinson, Sam Hauser has not been the Sam Hauser of Celtics fame, although his stat line here is good. Isaiah Stewart has been in and out of the lineup injured. John Conchar has basically never played. DNP for Sasser, Aaron Holiday, I believe. And yeah. All right. Let's go up to this Hawks game. We're 13-12. We're over 500 again. We were in first place briefly. We are not anywhere near first place now. We're just going to, let's see. We got a, okay. Now this is interesting. All right, let's put the controller down and let's talk about this. We were just talking about how DeAndre Hunter was working out really well for us, right? However, the Clippers, I guess, are trying to trade us Anthony Simons for for Anthony Simons and a 28 second-round pick swap, which I don't care about, for DeAndre Hunter and a 26 first-round lottery pick protected. If I could trade Hunter for Simons straight up, I think I'd do it. What do you guys think? I wouldn't try. I'm not losing that first-round pick for anything. DeAndre Hunter's been good for us, and when I traded away Steven Adams, who'd been good for us for a better player, it fucked us. But Anthony Simons also played for the Celtics last year and was he's an offensive fucking firecracker. How about what do you guys think? Just straight up see what they say? Or should we just hold on to Hunter, who's been good for us? There's a hooky day coming up, yeah. Yeah, there is. What is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, yeah. July 8th. I don't know what to do here. You know what? Let's not do it. Yeah, I don't want to do this trade. Let's decline the offer. We fucked up. I mean, I love Luke Cornett, and I still think it'll work out for us long term. And we saved some money getting rid of Steven Adams, but it destroyed our vibes, and I didn't account for that. He was big locker room glue, apparently. I don't want to fuck up and lose Hunter if he's popular for a player who's marginally better, I think. All right, I'm going to Pinball. If I catch wind of Pinball Wizard being filmed. Oh, these fucking Hawks. All right, we're still in it. We'll come in the 4th. All right. Here we go. Tie game. It's too long. It's going to go slow. We'll wait till we get closer to we'll go in at 4 minutes. All right, here we go. Down by 5. Let's jump in. Okay. Your new look Boston Celtics. God, I hope I don't ever see this team on the court in the real life. No offense to any of these players, including two current Celtics and one ex-Celtic on the court right now. But I would not want to trade Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum for OG Anunoby and Tyrese Halliburton. No offense to those two incredibly talented dudes. There you go. There you go.
Then it's Wiggins and it's Spencer in at the power forward position.
Derek White would have been doing that in the regular season this year. No way we lose these, right? Time to watch them not dunk it when they should. The AI on this game is, for as many years as they've been making these sports games. Sometimes you're like, it's befuddling. But then again, so is De'Aaron Fox in the NBA Finals. So maybe that's coded in properly. OG deserves a key to New York City. He does. Why are we watching this? We don't have to watch that. All right. Guess who is 3 months? Is it the months old or 3 months old?
Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game.
Just join the stream to Geoff throwing shade. What am I throwing shade at?
Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
The Hawks dancers.
Now, here is Halliburton. Can't tie it up.
No shade at the Hawks dancers. I just don't need to watch it. It's so weird to see number 0 be Tyrese Halliburton on the team. There we go. Now we're down by 6. That's what I like to see when I'd like to see the. There's something about when we peak in the 4th, Celtics fall apart. It's like somebody told the team, GM's in the building all of a sudden, and everybody freaks out. Hey! There we go. Was that OG? I believe it was. I just feel like on paper we're a better team than we're performing. But I guess because of the rebalancing from the fantasy draft, everybody may be a better team. Although some of the teams that have beaten us, I just don't see. Jorky with the sub. Thank you, buddy. Kiki Floorboards gifting subs. Thank you. 3 months old, says Kiki. Hell yeah. Time flies, huh? Beautiful. See, that's what we would have lost right there. Under the rim, fighting for the boards. Anthony Simons wasn't going to be doing that. He was going to be out at the elbow waiting to catch a fucking 3. Celtics down by 1. A minute to go. Tyrese Halliburton. Oh! Throws it away. Now the current Celtics, that would have been Jaylen Brown who missed dribble. What's up, Mr. Fedora Mustache? Is Good Morning Jeff the new Good Morning Gus? Never. There's no replacing Gus. All right. Down by 4, under a minute. Against I wasn't even looking. Is it the LaMelo Ball led Atlanta Heat? Or Atlanta Heat. Atlanta Hawks? Who we got here? Looks like. Is that Max Strus over there? Nice shot, D. White. That is not who he's been this year for us. Yeah, that's LaMelo. And that is Paul George? Ugh. Nice rebound by Cornette. Takes it to passes it out to Halliburton. Nope. Oh, getting spicy.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
You know, I think I'm going to get by this summer just fine watching fake basketball until real basketball starts. Atlanta Dream looks good this year, unless and until Angel Reese loses her temper. Yeah. LaMelo on Atlanta roads is very dangerous. That might be the funniest thing I've read this morning. That is true. It is a very good time to be a WNBA fan right now. It is the league. There's a lot of talent in the league. There's a lot of parity in the league. There's a lot of interesting storylines in the league right now, and it's a fucking really exciting. I don't want to be a bandwagon person, but Indiana is just fun to watch. Sophie Cunningham is fun to watch. Aaliyah Boston is fun to watch, and of course, Caitlin Clark. I'm a Liberty guy myself. I'm all in for Breanna Stewart, but and that sassy elephant. But it's fun. I can watch pretty. WNBA is one of those leagues where you can watch just about any game. It's the only New York team I like, but I do like the Liberty. Love seeing women's sports in general. I completely agree. All right, let's get out of this timeout. Let's win this game. Wiggins. All right, Cornet's going to inbound it to DeAndre Hunter's going to no.
A 2-point game. Halliburton.
Dude, what?
Down he goes for 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team.
Fucking toilet bowled it, but he still got it. Hey, Emily out there, I love you.
That spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively. And
This has been a Derek White game for sure.
This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options?
I need to. My next big level up is I need to get into women's professional hockey. I'm excited about it, but I've only watched 2 games, and so I'm not familiar with the league yet. And I don't know teams and stuff, but I know I have people in my life that are into it, and I need to. And I'm excited by it. I just need to invest some time into it. It's getting real hard to keep up with sports. Maybe it's just because we're busy with work and the move and being sick and vacations and stuff. But between hockey, did you guys watch the game last night? We caught the third period. Between hockey, NBA, I'm back on F1, baseball. I'm feuding with baseball, but I'm still aware of it. I don't know about football this year, but also WNBA and PWHL. I think I might be done with UFC. Fuck yeah, we won that game. Look at that D. White Halliburton 45 combo. You'd love to see it. Yeah, I can't believe I was even considering getting rid of Hunter. Basketball people in the chat. I'm in Kansas City. Who would be my team? That's a great question. Why would I want to go all the way up there? Oh, Thunder and Pistons at the NBA Cup Finals. Let's see who won that. Your NBA Cup, your NBA Cup champion Victor Wembanyama led Oklahoma City Thunder. Man, that team, they can't fuck. What is this? Rest day. Oh, okay. All right, let's go up against these dirty Heat. Prospect scouting. Interesting. All right. Here's our position. Cam Boozer, Darren Peterson, Caleb Wilson, Nate Ament, Cameron Carr. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Okay. All right. What are you working on today, Mark? What's going on in AC world? You at a school? You at a bank? You at a house? We doing residential today? We doing commercial? Are we digging? Are we climbing on a roof? What'd you say, babe? Yeah, do you want to come up and install a thermostat in our upstairs? We definitely don't want to get a mini split. I don't want to do that. I think we just need a thermostat. Emily, boom. A lot of Emily booms. Are you gurgling? Good girl. Regulation Moon Girl says hi. She says, oh, hi. She's working on her journal. Her girl journal. Where are we at here? Getting our asses kicked. Let's continue till we got about 4 minutes left. And then I'm going to see what Mark's up to. Oh, we're definitely not coming back from this. Let's just let it go. Mark the Frog says, I'm working on a commercial rooftop unit in Winter Haven. Historical building, but pretty new stuff relative. Swapping out a motor and replacing some blown out fuses. Unfortunately, I have to leave the job I was just on to go get those users that were not ordered by the company. So I'm losing time, but still getting paid. Silver linings. There you go. All right. The heater a problem for us. Apparently my controller's a problem too. It keeps dying. Okay. Wait, back there. Let's see how we did. We might just not be a very good team. It's early in the season still. What is it, December probably? I wasn't even looking. Yeah, December 20th. A lot of season left. If you shock yourself on a thermostat, larger issues are at hand. I agree. We might just be Can you set your starting lineup or the AI does it? I let the AI do it, but I monitor it. It's pretty correct. I'm the GM, not the coach, right? And I'm trying to adhere to that ideology. So, you know, in these my GM modes or whatever, you basically are God. And I guess the GM kind of is, but I'm trying to let Joe Mazzulla be the coach and make coaching decisions, and I just try to make the larger decisions at play to roster. Yeah, I don't want to micromanage.
And both free throws good for Young.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Oh, fuck. I don't need to be playing this. There we go. I'm also not trying to cheat by playing.
Aldama out there with flag. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Powell in a two-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And he nails it.
That's a clutch fucking shot. That was a clutch fucking shot. Norm Powell. I think he played for the Raptors, maybe. Passes it to Trae Young, I guess? They don't have his hair right. Cornette with the rebound. Oh, and the outlet pass all the way down to Halley under the rim. And a foul. 2 shots to tie it up. Cooper flag the Toronto Raptor there with Santi Aldama, it looks like. Man, it really helps knowing 95% of every NBA roster want to do stuff like this. It also helps that they do a pretty good job with the character models. Like Steven Adams over there, ex-Boston Celtic Steven Adams. That's where it all went wrong. We got rid of Steven Adams. Yeah, he was on the championship team. I think you're right, too. We had the first rollover this weekend, too. First roll? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. How's tummy time going? You're right in the era of, like, deep tummy time. Really hated that. That was always the hardest thing with her. I bet when Wimby throws elbows, they do piercing damage.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially
well,
if the defense continues to concede it.
To take the lead. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton with 48 points, 64% from the field tonight. 5-point turnaround in 2 possessions. Oh, Steven Adams ties it up. Wants to get revenge on his old team. Wow, that Trae Young looked like a fucking melted wax figure. Tyrese Halliburton up the court. A minute to play. Kicks it out to DeAndre Hunter from the corner office. It's good. Can you believe that there were some in the media that were saying the Celtics needed to move away from DeAndre Hunter? A lot of people were talking about how the Celtics should pick up Anthony Simons instead. But clearly cooler heads prevailed, and Hunter continues to be a net positive and then some for our Boston Celtics. It is a 1-point game. The floor general, Tyrese Halliburton, the Halliban as they call him, throws the ball away. Trae Young over dribbles and undershoots. You love to see it. Why the pull-up there? Just go for the fucking layup. I don't understand that shit about this game. Tyrese Halliburton's not pulling up right there in the real world. He's going to go for a contested layup, and he's going to get fouled doing it, and we'd be at the line right now, up by 3. I don't understand that. Instead, we do the same fucking thing. Worked by Steven Adams. It's fucking personal vendetta because we traded him.
How do you think this is going to play out? This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Revenge game for Adams, yeah. At a fair point, I'd do the same thing if I got traded from the best team in the history of teams.
He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense.
That shit.
I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Hunter!
Okay, we deserve to lose this game because Tyrese Halliburton could have gone for it, was under the rim. Luke Cornett should have put it back up. I don't know why we keep throwing out for fucking high-pressure contested threes. It makes no fucking sense. We had the ball under the rim twice there.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
What do we got? 1.7 seconds. Do we have a timeout? We do. Okay. All right. Desperation 3.
And so both free throws good.
Tie it up. 1.7 seconds is enough time for an actual play. We don't have to go to the court, which is nice. The dinosaur's very happy. Okay, here we go. There you go. Kick it to D. All right. What are you doing? What the fuck was that?
So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it. And so many times we see. All right, thanks, Allie.
I thought we had.
Thank you for joining.
I thought we had goddamn Tyrese Halliburton on our team, not De'Aaron Fox. Celtics refusing. We're ranked 11th. Power ranked 11th. All right. Have a day of rest. Fucking think about what we just did. Let's go up against these Pacers. At home. Should be an easy win for us. Congrats on your J.R. Smith moment. Oh, Christ. Everyone's getting traded. No kidding. Just ridiculous. Mm, mm, mm. Let's jump into this game. Let's watch this game. We're up by 12. I think we can not fuck this up in 41 seconds. Donovan Klingen, is that his name? The SGA, the pacer. Very SGA shot. You can tell that they definitely paid special attention to SGA in this version of the game. Why wouldn't they? Sam Hauser.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Hauser.
Anunoby running down the clock. Kick it out to Hauser. He's wide open. Also, Sam Hauser doesn't miss that shot in the real world. Sam Hauser's clutch. Luke Cornett. Every time I play this game, Luke Cornett's on the court. It's good to see Mitchell Robinson back in the lineup, getting some playing time. Easy dubs. Easy dub. I wish they all were. How'd we do? That's not the best. They did Halliburton dirty there. 27, 4, and 5. 24, 3, 3. What is Robinson? Robinson played 19 minutes. Yeah. Luke Cornett has really become our starting center, it seems. I think clearly we made the right choice. I think we made the right choice. It hurt us in the short term. We need less Cornett. No. Oh, what do we got? Paul Reed, injury is fully healed. It was a broken foot, right? Hell yeah. All right. Let's get B-Ball Paul back in the game. Pacers trying to get revenge. We need less Cornett, more Reed and Robinson. I'm excited to have Reed back. Let's see how that works out for us. Seems like it's working pretty well. Let's do 5. There we go. I still don't know if this is entertaining to you guys at all. And I hope I don't run every single Twitch subscriber I have off, but I cannot tell you how much fun I'm having doing this. Ooh, that would have been nice. That would have been very, very nice.
They've got Paul Reed, OG Anunoby out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Pritchard.
I don't know what we need to do to improve this team. We have this.
Now Stewart. Shot clock at 5.
I guess we need, I don't know, more wings?
Oh, nice setup for the slam. Surefire, one-handed stuff. Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that.
We're also fully healthy now. We just finally got Paul Reed back. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking so much about roster changes. Let's run a fully healthy roster for a little bit and see how it goes. Oh no, there's an ad break right in the middle of the game. I don't know what you guys missed in the game. Cancel that ad break. Critical time. Peyton Pritchard from 3. See, I don't think he misses that. What was Mitchell Robinson doing there? He was like, oh, let me get out of your way. Sorry. Swipe at the fucking ball, dude. Just like that, they're down 7. There's still a minute to go. Picking up pressure half court. Let's wait for the rest of the team to get... There you go. Just chew up that clock. Chew up that clock. That's what you want to see right there. A little give and go. A little dime under the rim.
facilitate, he can do that.
Basketball wasn't even really my thing.
Timeout here.
It wasn't my thing either until it was.
He
Actually,
wants
that's
to
not
make
true.
sure
I've loved basketball
everyone is
pretty much my
aligned.
entire
Given the
life.
situation right
Although
now.
baseball was my first sport. 1980 World Series. It was the first time I remember watching baseball. And then 1986 was the first time I remember watching basketball. But I was aware of. All right, Boomer.
Sell, he's checked in for Indiana.
you short.
Kispert comes in for Robinson. Boston also changing it up. Hunters checked in for Stewart.
Hey, it's
Tyrese
Hollywood
Halliburton
Teddy Bear. What's
comes
up,
in
buddy?
For Reed, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. SGA.
It's calming for a
Here's
stressful
SGA,
day.
Just in time with the putback.
Okay.
White with it. I think a
This
bucket
is,
here, Grant, would end this game.
all but
Absolutely.
over
That would
at
put
this
a bow
point.
on this one. Now Halliburton. White outside. Fires the three. It's off. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Vassell fires. No good. Now Halliburton.
Just dribble it out, baby. This game's over. I wasn't alive, but as a Phillies fan, I enjoy the 1980 World Series. I think I liked the
So we
P and
see
the
the
purple when I was a
Celtics
little
get the
kid. I
win
remember
here.
that.
Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one
Boston
was up in
Celtics
the air late, they showed how tough
with the road win, taking 2 back-to-back. Who is this team? All right, SGA, Jaren Jackson Jr., Duncan Robinson, gross, Devin Vassell, Aaron Wiggins, Donovan Clingan, Corey Kispert, Derek Lively, Kobe Brown, Drew Eubanks, Caleb Love, Noah Pinda. Interesting. Winning streak incoming. We could be in the middle of a winning streak right now. We've won 2 in a row going up against the Portland Trailblazers. Our chemistry is at 77%. Our fan interest is at 59.6%. I wonder if there's anything we need to be doing about that. Is there anything we can? Is there another way to like? I need to look over all this stuff slowly. At some point, 6 games back. Is it this button? This no, this button. There we go. What's the league transaction report? Rockets fire Ime Udoka. Damn. No, in my game. Oh, there we are. Celtics trade Steven Adams for Luke Cornett. 11-23, a day that'll live in infamy. Okay, here we go. We're gonna beat the shit out of these Portland Trailblazers, a team that I genuinely like in the real world, in a city that I absolutely love. It's also a great arena if you ever get a chance to go. Don't let whatever you do, don't let POTUS in your arena. Yeah, not happening in Jeff's league. Don't worry. You got to witness the 08 series as a 10th birthday present. That's a hell of a birthday present. What made you a fan of the Celtics? Dennis Johnson, Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Bill Walton, Danny Ainge, Casey Jones. The 1986-1987 Boston Celtics made me a fan when I was 10, 11 years old. Growing up in Alabama,
The skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this.
we did not have any professional teams. So if you wanted to support a baseball team, you'd
And I'll tell you this, Kevin,
whoever's on
I'm
TV.
not complaining.
Most of the people where I grew up supported the Braves, but I always liked the White Sox because they were on
Sky's
WGN.
really the limit.
And then most of the people around me supported the Saints.
He had 6
'Cause they were kinda
points
close.
from long range in the first half,
I
but
never
nothing
did really.
small
That's
here.
nice. That was really nice.
We've got Booker.
And
He is out there
then
with
basketball,
Jokic. Then
it was
there's
just
Murray.
Celtics.
And
You
it's
either in the
Robinson.
'80s you were either a Lakers or a
That's the group
Celtics
on the
fan,
floor for
and I
Portland.
really, really like this guy, Dennis Johnson, who's a guard on the Celtics.
Nurkic's screen on Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
My 10th birthday got fucked by Hurricane Ike. That's okay. I'm sure it wasn't funny at the time, but we can laugh about it now, Rob.
Now here's White. Pass to Pritchard.
When I was, speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, when I was a kid, it was all showbiz. That was the hot stuff. Chuck E. Cheese and showbiz were owned by brothers and that whole thing, but yeah, I was a showbiz kid.
And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Anybody else used to have birthday parties at McDonald's ball pit? I did. I don't know if I ever had one at a McDonald's Land Playland, but I definitely went to one as a kid.
Now here's Anunoby. Stewart with the screen on Booker. Anunoby off the mark there.
Definitely playing Missoula ball, man. Just 3 after 3 after 3. I'm gonna ride with it though. It can be hard to watch when the shots aren't sinking, but put my faith in Joe Mazzulla. More importantly, Brad Stevens put his faith in Joe Mazzulla, and Joe Mazzulla has given us the best winning percentage in the NBA since he's been our head coach. And oh, that was a beautiful pass by D. White to Peyton Pritchard, who passed it to Isaiah Stewart, back to Peyton Pritchard at the top of the key for an awesome offensive rebound by Mitchell Robinson.
Tremendous athleticism and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
OG Anunoby, lockdown defender, one of the best in the league. Got slipped there, but Stewart had it. I would genuinely like to have Isaiah Stewart as a Celtic. That would be great in the real world. I think he fits our team very well. Unfortunately, he fits the Pistons even better, I think.
Let's lose a 3. Can't get it to go.
Wow, what a rough second half.
Off period for Pritchard, man. I mean, we got this. They're not going to come back or anything. Oof. Although Devin Booker, that motherfucker, he starts heating up. Moses Moody, Devin Booker. Who's these guys got?
We've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly
Mark, you ever heard of RJ Gators?
He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Celebrating the Texans in their first victory en route to the Super Bowl. Oh, that looks like an old one of the old. That golden looks like an old Jeff shirt. I didn't realize that we ripped off the Trailblazers. Did you say you watched F1? I do. I was really into it for a couple of years there. We've kind of taken a back seat, but I've been back in it. We watched Barcelona yesterday morning. Barcelona. What team do I support? It was fun to support Red Bull and Max Verstappen when Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes were like the evil empire, but I don't know. Now I feel like that's Max, and so I don't know. I don't know that I really support anyone currently. I've just been enjoying the sport, if that makes sense. I like Lando Norris, okay. Glad I came in just to watch us brick threes for 3 straight minutes. Luckily, they're still going to win. Just rebound stat pattern for Robinson. Since the White Sox are looking pretty good this year, would you ever consider being a fan again? I think it's unfair of me to do that. I think it's, I think when you, I don't know, there's like a personal morality there. I abandoned the team, and it would feel really shitty of me. I'd feel like, I don't know, to then show back up because they got a little bit of heat this year, and things are smiling on the south side, finally. You know what I mean? I'm a Tigers guy now. I'm going to ride with that. How do you dislike Lewis? I don't dislike him. My wife loves him. She's a huge Lewis Hamilton fan. She was always a Mercedes fan, and I was a Red Bull fan. But, and I like him. I was happy to see him win on Ferrari. I thought that was very cool.
And a new group in for the
But
Celtics.
there was just that period of time when he was
Paul Reed's
unstoppable.
check in for
And you just wanted to see anybody
Stewart
else
comes in
win
for
other than
DeAndre Hunter. Sam Hauser's checked
Lewis
in
win
for
every
OG
single weekend.
Anunoby.
And then Max did that. And then
it's
you get sick of
Richard
seeing
in
that.
for Derek White.
I like parody.
Halliburton hits them both. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
When do you think we're going to get Celtics-Lakers final again? Lakers got a lot to figure out in the offseason. LeBron wants a max contract, I think they're saying. Wants max money.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped
I
up.
don't know what they're going to do about that.
Just gotta work that clock and
I don't know what they can do to improve that
There's a
team.
4-second
You know what I mean?
difference from the shot clock to the game
They
clock.
got Luka. That's important, but
Puts up the three. No
they got a
good.
lot of pieces to put around him, and they are not a championship team as constructed. With the problem of a 42-year-old
Grabbing this one.
top 3 of all time greatest basketball player to figure out.
Dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
Rooting for Williams in F1 lately. Williams is cool. Williams is a cool team. That's a good team to root for. I like Pierre Gasly. He's fun to root for. But mostly just, you know, like I was saying, just the 17 and 14. All right. Things are looking up. Let's see how we're doing in the standings. We haven't looked at the stats in a while. NBA standings. Dude, Pistons, regular team killers, man. Or regular season killers. Your Boston Celtics have moved up to 5th place in the division with a 17 and 14 record. Still 6 games, solid 6 games back from first. That doesn't look touchable. 17 and 14. We are 31 games, or about a little over a third of the way through the season. Let's look at our season league leaders. .1 points a game for Victor Wembanyama with a look at the stat line. In this video game, Wemby's averaging 35 points a game, 14 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game, a steal, and 3 blocks, with only 2.5 turnovers and 2 fouls. That's fucking crazy. Banchero's hurt. Halliburton third. Nice. All right. Let's fuck up some Mormons. %57 shooting. Crazy. 35 and 14 is 35 and 14 is video game numbers, but I guess this is a video game, so it makes sense. Let's get to the fourth quarter here. Oh, we got ourselves a little. No, we don't. It looked like we had a game for a second. We might still. I hope not. When the playoffs start, I wonder if we watch the whole game. I wonder if we're in the playoffs. I'm sure we'll be in. But we'll be in the playoffs. We may not be seeded very high, but we'll be in the playoffs. Especially now that we have Paul Reed back. Maybe we're finally gelling. All the puzzle pieces are in the box. It's like this game delights in watching, making me watch Peyton Pritchard miss shots. When do we start betting on these games? Why don't the cars get... Oh, you can bet your Twitch points or whatever. Why don't the cars get names in F1 like horses? That's a funny idea.
Well, when Anunoby is feeling it, he can completely take over.
Whoop, garbage time. It's the only time I want to watch. We're guaranteed a victory.
Outside Rizichet.
Is that? Who is that?
We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Edie with a screen on Stewart.
I can't tell who that's supposed to be.
Edie.
That was nice.
Rips down the
Didn't go
board.
in there.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot. And there's no way this margin
I
gets
wonder how
closed
good
down.
this team would be
Great
in the real
execution
world.
of a game plan and a nice
As
win
constructed.
here for the Celtics.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly.
I don't think it's a championship team.
Saw an opening.
I wonder
And a
if
good
it'd be
performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both.
pretty high
They have
floor
to
of
be
this team, I think.
satisfied with this.
It's the
We've
ceiling
come to
would be the
expect
problem.
big-time games from him.
Will LeBron
Just
retire
eliminated
into
the
talking
office
head
for
or
Tyrese
coach?
Saw some exceptional
I don't think LeBron.
His vision did a
I don't think
lot to
LeBron.
elevate their
Well, he
offense.
could definitely be a
Here's
coach.
Pritchard. The Jazz making
That's a
their
great
last shot.
question. He wants to be an
He
owner.
ripped down the board.
I don't think he.
Here's Hardy.
I would think talking head and
outside.
NBA owner, maybe minority owner and talking head would be. I don't know that LeBron wants to stay once he retires.
So we see the
I don't know that he
Celtics
wants to
taking
stay
the
in
dome
the
here.
system like
Exceptional
that.
effort on the road. They were ready,
But maybe he
and
does.
They were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes
The Tom Brady path of retirement, yeah. And there'll be like 2 years where people are like, is LeBron going to come back and play another season? He could help a team in the playoffs. You know, a lot of that. All right, let's handle that. Okay. January 1st. What time are we at? 9:49. Before we play this game. Okay, we're not going to go through all that. Yeah. We'll get as far as we can. It'd be fun to get to the trade deadline. But that's a month away. Yeah, like him. He'll definitely be a successful business owner for sure. Gotta do some cameos after this. A rock fight here with the Kings. We'll come in now. Tied with 5 minutes left to go in the game at 95. I feel like this is a game that if I let the game sim it, we win easily. But if we watch it, all bets are off. I don't know who that is.
Done outside. Mitchell looking it over to take the lead. A rebound by the Celtics.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
On the court for the Celtics. Pritchard and White are they're gone. Robinson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Pritchard with the ball.
Shoot.
Covering.
Nailed that. Peyton Pritchard would have missed that. I would have turned this game off.
Got 9 points now in just the second.
This game is disrespectful to Peyton Pritchard in big
To
moments.
Fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And Doug Christie
Mark the Frog, could you do that?
And that timeout by
Stand on your hands and jump.
fully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
How long, if you thought, let me ask you guys a question. If I offered you, if someone offered you $10,000 to do exactly that exact routine the computer character Acrobat dude just did, could you do it in, could you learn to do it to that level in 90 days for $10,000 with a professional trainer?
Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now Mitchell. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton.
Maybe. No. With a trainer, probably. Dance Dad at 52 says, no way. I'm right there with you, Dance Dad. My arms would snap it out. Terror rotator cuff in seconds. Yeah, but you got a lot of upper body strength, Mike. You work out, you know. Couldn't do that in 10 years with a gun to my head. I don't think I've ever had that much upper body strength. Even in the Army.
Halliburton kicks to Hunter. Mitchell against Halliburton.
There you go. Fucking take that rebound. I would have been greater if you'd have just gone back up with it. Makes V try to block you. Draw the foul. It's like the problem when you drill down is you see these questionable fucking decisions that the game decides to make for you.
Just 5 on the clock. Thompson outside to take the lead. Does not go.
No foul? Whew. Which Thompson is that? Osser or...
Robinson sets a screen for White. Robinson rebounding, guides it back in.
And those second chance points really
all right, Celtics by 2.
Almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's V Mamakashvili to Clay Thompson? I don't know who that was. It didn't particularly look like him. And then there's either Eamon or Osar on the team. Can't tell which. Ryan Dunn. Wendell Carter Jr. draws the foul. Come on, Kings. I need those channel points. Have a medical person wheel you away. Cut to you, the timer and your attempt beginning, and then just smash cut to you being laid in a wheelbarrow and being pushed off. Arms and legs akimbo. Who are y'all's favorite extinct franchises? That's a great question by Mark Frog. Oakland A's, Montreal Expos, Houston Oilers. For me, it's the Expos. Expos are cool. They're a cool team. How about you guys? Oilers are a very popular one down here, too. A lot of people still rep Oilers gear in Texas. Supersonics is a great one. I still probably pick Expos, but Supersonics is a great one. They'll be back, too. There you go. That's 2 quick points. Boston Celtics style. Yeah, the Expos logo and everything was fucking awesome. Great color scheme. You missed the Grizzlies being in Vancouver. Yeah, but you have the Raptors now, you know. You traded a bear for a dinosaur.
Finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback.
Well, I guess they were in Vancouver. Sorry, not Toronto.
And even when time is starting to run short,
But the team still exists.
And went about their business.
And guys, there's just an air about
Some of those AFL teams.
such belief in his
Ugh, what was that?
eventually others start to believe. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going.
It's funny that this game has programmed in all of the frustrations of watching current-day Boston Celtics into this video game.
And composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
I feel the same level of disappointment and confusion and frustration. It still feels so real. It's real to me, damn it. Oh, that feels real. That's real to me.
A very smart possession.
Let's get a fucking stop. Let's steal the ball. Where's a turnover? Okay.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just
Sports games have come a long way since your SNES days. Yeah, most games have. Oh, hater's going to hit the jackpot. Probably. That's how it works. Growing up, I was a St. Louis Rams fan alongside being a Titans fan. Yeah. Los Angeles Rams is weird. I agree.
And if you can get a three, shoot it.
Don't need to see that.
yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul.
All right. 2 quick and easy points under the rim. Defensive stop.
On offense, here are the Celtics.
Run. Thank you.
By 3.
God damn, if he fucking passed out.
With absolutely no fear.
I don't want to know.
What they needed here, it was determined.
If he passed out, nothing. I would have just been bummed.
Can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last
Did you start the franchise with a redraft? I did. I did a redraft. Yeah. We started, I think we got 22nd in the draft, I want to say. And it wasn't looking good. And so we flipped a coin, and the coin said we could redraft one time. So we did. And we got 15th in the draft, which is where we got Hallie. I would love to have drafted top 5 or 6. I think we'd be in a much better position. But this is the team the universe wanted us to have.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
That's just great.
We've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. No doubt he is feeling the importance.
We still don't need to shoot the 3. We still just need a 2-pointer. That's a deep 2. Could have taken a step back. All right, well, point's a point.
Time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
We play this out. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Got Ryan Dunn. Mitchell Robinson with 8.4 rebounds a game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Miss this shot. Miss this shot. Miss this shot. Miss this shot. Miss this shot.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And it's all about the 3.
Hold and go for the open 3.
We'll see what they draw
There you go.
up. Three-pointer
That's
is
it. That's what we got to do there.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to
This
stop the
fucking
clock here.
Well, you haters.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really
If he misses
wanted.
this.
Got one more, though.
Can you fucking imagine if he misses this? How big of a part of the game fouls are? A big part of the game.
Gives them a 4-point cushion.
Shooting, get fouled.
Halliburton.
Can't even, yeah.
So it's
Can't even hit the gimme at the end.
straight by with the
Rough game. Don't want to go out on a loss. So we're going to have to play another one.
terrific
We
job.
try to only go out as winners. It's funny to see the Brown and Tatum jerseys in the audience there. Going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. A pretty evenly matched team to us. Tough way to start the new year. Been a tough season for the Celtics. Liking the way this game's looking, though. We'll just run this out. We obviously won this one. Okay. Let's against the Bulls. Maybe this is where we'll have our I didn't see what their record was. Did you guys see? Let's see. 26-9. Oh goodness. But we're at home. All right. Oh. It just auto subbed it. Oh. Fuck. We got our asses kicked. Okay. Well. I must have hit the wrong button. Surely we can beat the 4-win Denver Nuggets. What do we consider extinct franchises? Team names that no longer exist. How am I feeling about the Celtics being in the Giannis conversation? I think he's going to Miami. I think that's the way that shakes out. I would love to have a 31-year-old Giannis on our team. I know he's had some injury problems, but the last 2 years, but I'd still take him. I don't want to lose Brown, though. But, I understand that that's what would happen. But do you take a 29-year-old Jaylen Brown or do you take a 31-year-old Giannis? I think you probably still have to take Giannis just from a pragmatic, dispassionate basketball IQ standpoint. But I would hate to lose Jaylen Brown. I love Jaylen Brown. I don't want to blow out. I kind of want. All right, here we go. Peyton Pritchard's sprained his knee. Hauser will pick up those minutes. I think that's what we need. I think we need another guard. Wemby's post-championship interview annoyed the fuck out of me. Why? What's up, Soul Legend? What's up, Brief Relief? I don't want to see Giannis leave, but the organization hasn't really helped him. Oh, he's gone. He's fucking gone. He's a 22-year-old kid who just lost the finals, and has reporters asking him stupid crap like, what can you guys learn from this? Yeah, and he's answering in his second language. I feel like I need to continue to bring that up. Bucks title run's one of the most forgettable ones. Oh, really? What makes you say that?
Now here's Stewart.
Just out of curiosity. I'm not. I don't really have an opinion either way. I'm just interested to hear your reasoning behind that.
Pass to Cornette. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And trust me, when the
See you never.
react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
He's had. I guarantee you, Victor Wembanyama has had more media training in the past 3 years than most people will have in their entire lives, and more than most other NBA players. He's 22 years old, and he just lost a final, and he's a kid. You know, and he's
6 to shoot.
Once again, I'm not gonna knock him for saying shit in English that probably sounds more eloquent in French, or he may not even understand. See you never was a dumb thing to say, but it may not be how he intended it. You know, it also may have been. He may have just been a pouty 22-year-old who just lost his NBA Finals and is having to answer questions to reporters. And you know, I'm gonna give the kid the benefit of the doubt, but even if he meant it as he said it, okay, he'll grow up. It's not like he's waving a gun around on Instagram, you know? It's not like he's knocking out illegitimate kids all over town and refusing to take responsibility for them. Like, there's a lot of other young American stars out there that we are pretty pro and get behind, who are doing a lot more than being shitty to or poorly answering questions to interviewers after losing on the biggest stage in the world. Thank God there are no interviews of me at 22 years old, you know? I feel like it was sandwiched between the Warriors win for some reason. Giannis has a ring. Yeah, I hear you. I think there was also a lot of expectation that they would be back, and that just never manifested, you know? And I think that was probably a big part of it, too. I think the bubble chip was probably the most forgettable, just because it was an anomaly season. I don't think it's invalid, or, you know, I'm not jazzed that the Lakers won it, but I think it's legit, and I don't like all those arguments that it's not a real ring and it's not a real championship and it doesn't count. I don't believe any of that shit, but I do think it's forgettable just because it was a short, anomalous season.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter, and it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Young. Oh, off target from downtown. Celtics lead by 8. Now Hunter. Takes it from 10. That misses. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Here's Young. Let's loose for 3. Oh, Young.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, At 22, most people I know are in Call of Duty lobbies. Seeing never is such a dumb, childish thing to say, for sure. But
Raptors trail by 5. Now Young. Flag outside. Banks it home. Big shot.
sounds like a heartbroken 22-year-old. It does. Speaking in, once again, a second or maybe third language.
They'll probably slow
What's up,
things
Singleton?
down
You go.
now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like
Woo, rolling around on the ground there. Thank you. Thank you, DeAndre Hunter.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt.
All right.
Got to get a quick
We
bucket.
can skip this timeout. 6. Raptors are going to fuck around and come back on us. It's the Steven Adams effect again. We don't even have Cornette in the lineup.
Foul against Halliburton. Young.
Get it. There you go. There you go.
Foul right there.
Paolo Banchero's out for 2 to 4 weeks still. He's been hurt for a while.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
All right. Norman Powell reunited with his previous team. Tyrese Halliburton, clutch free throws.
And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Pretty much iced at this point.
But
one more wouldn't hurt.
He racks up a ton of assists and doesn't turn it over much as well.
Man, it would have been cool to get Cooper Flag. It would have been fun to have
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
him or Dylan Harper or maybe Con Knipple.
Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
One of the, fun new rookies to have on your team. Okay.
And so it's Boston with the W.
No break show today, Mr. Fedora Mustache. We are doing the Buck Face Off Season 2 finale live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time over at Patreon. And so, in lieu of the break show, we're going to do that.
This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K.
I got to say, I think the Celtics, I don't want to jinx us, knock on wood, but the Celtics that are leaving the court today when I'm done streaming are a better team than sat down this morning. We've definitely worked some stuff out in the perimeter, in the fringes. We have definitely strengthened our cohesion a little bit. I think that we're learning to play in Joe's system, some of the newer players, and I'm feeling pretty good about where we are. 21-16 feels pretty fucking good. We got absolutely dog walked by those Bulls, but that's okay. I don't think we've played the Spurs yet this year. If we have, I don't remember it. I have no idea what they're like or who's on the team. We'll see here in a little bit. Who's on the Bulls? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll look here in a little bit after this game. Just need to stop with the brick threes and clutch moments. Well, that's the fucking Celtics DNA right there. It's going to be hard to break away from that. Wish we would. Ooh, we got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a game. All right. Celtics down by 4. 4 minutes to go at home. With the ball. After timeout possession.
Here's Cornette.
Luke Cornette. Top of the key. Passes it to Robinson, who could tower over the defender right now. I can't even tell who it is.
Outside White.
Instead, he passes it out to White, who stutters for a second. Robinson sets the pick. Wide open three.
And it's off from three-point range.
Oh, shit. Going up against Neemias Queta, ex-Boston Celtic.
Read out there with
Oh,
Luke
boy.
Cornette. Then it's OG Anunoby.
Sadiq Bey,
Then there's Derek
Zion
White,
Williamson,
and it's
Neemias
Robinson in the
Queta.
spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. And that one's good, Williamson.
This is what we talk about, the tale of two
And the
halves.
Celtics are down by
He has been
6.
outstanding out of the break.
3 minutes to go at home.
Here's Anunoby.
That looks like he's being guarded by Champagny, but I don't think it is. That's Siddiq Bey.
Now White fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. White's got 12 points in just the second half.
Jalen Brunson has a broken right leg. Did you guys see that crawl on the bottom? Holy shit.
Williamson outside.
How do you do that?
Williams. And hit the three.
I wonder if this game has off-court injuries. Like, could somebody get hurt at home on their stairs technically, or does all the injuries have to happen in-game? Like, how deep do they simulate this? Also, I wish he would have hit that, but still, take the free throws.
Always looking to outwork his opponent.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Broke his back attempting a bicycle kick.
The defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend.
I had a guy who was in the company at Telenetwork, the company where I met Bernie and Gus and we started Rooster Teeth. One of our friends, one of the guys I worked with, a guy named well, I don't know, say his name, but a guy that we worked with, who we were friends with, who was my office mate. He was really, really into soccer and really got me into Bundesliga in the 90s, early 2000s. I was pretty into Borussia Dortmund with him, through him and because of him. But anyway, he was a really talented kid who had played on the U.S. national team and underage and had this really promising career. Got signed by a Bundesliga team. I don't remember which, but it wasn't Dortmund. But got signed by a Bundesliga team. Didn't need that. And moved over to Germany to play professional soccer at 16. And then at 17, he was in a game, went up for a header and got hit wrong near the goal and wrapped his back around the pole and snapped his back in half and ended his professional soccer career. Heartbreaking. He would have been playing, like, he would have been on the U.S. national team. He would have probably played in the World Cup, potentially. He was really talented and was a professional soccer player in Germany at 17 in the Bundesliga. And then, I don't blow this. Yeah, he had a good attitude about it, but it changed his entire life. He still was able to play. He recovered. Took him about a year to recover. He was still able to go to a U.S. college on a soccer scholarship. And he basically said he could never play full speed again, but he was good enough that him, with recovered from a broken back, running at half speed was enough to get him a college scholarship and to play soccer for 4 years, get a degree. But he was never going to be good. That was beautiful. He was never going to be good enough never going to be in shape to be able to play at that level again. I can't imagine having it taken away from you. I mean, it happens all the time, but to have it taken away from you so quickly when you've got such a future mapped out that you've been working towards your entire life, and then you're achieving it, and then it's just fucking rug pull. Permanent rug pull.
And he hasn't forced much tonight.
When I say Chief, aka Robert Parrish, what's your first memory? 1987 in NBA Finals, probably.
To the rim, the shot just not going.
Oh, what an assist. Leading him.
Robert Parrish was on my very first favorite basketball team, the team that I became a Celtics fan for.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see
I
this
don't.
from your team every single night.
Oh, hits the putback.
We're going to have to watch this through. We're not going to win this game. We got cooked by Fred Van Vliet. San Antonio Spurs legend FVV. And Cameron Johnson? Is that who that is? Can't even tell. I don't think it's Jalen Johnson. Unless he changed his hair. Yeah. Well, we can't leave on this. Towards other ACL? Yeah, it's brutal.
It really was. It's never going to be easy.
Parrish was built differently. Yeah. He had a lot of longevity in his career.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our
We can't go out on a loss, especially a heartbreaking one. And also, I swear, if we hadn't watched that game, we'd have won it.
We'll see you next time.
Can I? Oh, my controller's busted again. I think I need a new controller. Okay. What if we... How is our roster? Isaiah Stewart's hurt again. 1 to 2 weeks. Peyton Pritchard is out 1 to 2 weeks. Robert Williams is out 6 to... He's the one that had the broken foot. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. That's right. That's what we've been missing is our Robert Williams. Marcus Sasser and John Conchar and Aaron Holiday. Yeah. Let's see. Let's just see what's out there. Javonte Green's the next Celtic. Could bring him back. Tyler Kolek. I don't give a shit about that second round pick. I definitely don't give a shit about that pick. Wow, is Javonte Green already 32 years old? Man. They have Cam Johnson listed as a small forward. Interesting. He makes too much money. We think we can't afford him. Isaac Okoro and Justin Champagny. That's interesting. I think I'd rather have Julian, but that's interesting. I don't want to do it. Kyle Kuzma, go fuck yourself. There's no way. Andrew Wiggins and Malcolm Brogdon. Once again, I feel like I got to point out Malcolm Brogdon has retired from the NBA. He's still in this fake version, though. I don't think we can afford that trade. Dario Saric, no. 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 This game is undervaluing Bruce Brown. But no, because they're undervaluing him, I can't. I don't want that. We still have 11 trades after this, though. Sam Merrill. Excuse me. What the fuck? No. 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 Did we bring Steven Adams back? No. Gershon Yabusele, ex-Boston Celtic. Gershon Yabusele, the dancing bear. The Giannis stopper. No. I don't want Draymond Green. Jordan Walsh, Boston Celtic. And FVV, they're trying to get rid of him after he just cooked us. FVV and Hallie makes no sense. So that, and we can't afford them. We still have 4 trades go. Dylan Carwell, Karis LeVert. No. Goga Batatse, no. I do not want either of those dudes. Gary Payton? No. No. Guess not. Yeah, well, we can't go out on a loss. So we're going to have to... Oh, my God. Isaiah Stewart's out. All right, the Celtics received Javonte Green and a 2028 first-round pick, lottery protected. And the Pelicans received... Oh, Josh Green, not Javonte Green. I don't want Josh Green. Decline offer. Let's play this Pacers team. Half of them sound like Gavin's Worms game. Worms names. Hey, Jeff, good morning from a cruise ship off the coast of Mexico. Hey, what's up? What cruise line are you on? We just did a Holland America cruise this month. What month is this? June? Was it June? May? I don't even know. I think it was May. Too many Jay Greens. Yeah, there's Jeff Green, Josh Green, Javonte Green. Well, you got about 450 players in the NBA. I don't like this. Might be the universe saying we don't get to stop. Oh, look at this comeback. Look at this Celtics comeback. I don't want to spoil it by watching it. It's okay that we're going to. Jalen Green is another one. Yeah. All right. We'll come in here. All right. We're going to come in here. We're going to watch the Celtics win. Then we'll wrap up this stream. And then I'll go wrap up some plates in my kitchen. And start boxing them. Because that's what's next on the list, I think.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball.
One of our contractor repairman people rescheduled for tomorrow, so we don't have to deal with that.
Missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
You've got Jaren Jackson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Devin Vassell.
Just run that clock down.
In at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Lively pulls it down.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time.
Be letting Jaren Jackson Jr. do that.
He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Here's Anunoby. The Pacers making their last shot.
The Anunoby show. Where is Halliburton? Why is Halliburton not in the game?
Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Am I about to find out Halliburton got hurt? Is there a place that shows injuries? I guess not. Okay. Oh, White and Hallie are waiting to. Yeah, you're right. I should have looked at the scorers table. Look at Rick Carlisle over there. I went. I was on a flight with him once. I walked onto the plane and he was sitting in first class. He was going to Vegas to Summer League. I guess he was also going to Vegas to Summer League. And I saw him and I went, oh! I kept walking.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish.
Rick Carlisle is a great fucking coach. I mean, as evidenced by what he did with Indiana, a fully healthy Indiana 2 years ago.
Now Robinson. Shot clock at 6 from downtown. Oh, it doesn't go. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Pacers.
And in 2011. Also in 2011. Yeah.
Here's Anunoby. And so they
Hell
choose
yeah.
to intentionally foul.
I love it. Now that the NBA is over, the fake NBA starts. We're going to blow through. This is the third NBA stream I've done. I think this is third in a row. I think we've done 3. Which reminds me, I got to put these up.
Oh, the first of 2.
So third NBA stream I've done, and we're going to end it close to 40% of the way through the season. So if we keep this up, we can play through 2040 before August.
And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
NBA starts. Triple J with that
And he
Fucking.
commits the intentional foul.
All right, calm down.
And I'll tell you what, this game is
The
in
Derek
the
Lively.
books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize
Emily,
that.
you need to stream with Geoff in the evenings again. You love streaming games with Geoff. Nothing brings you more joy. Emily said, I work too much. Game is over when Triple J starts chucking threes. Absolutely.
And that stretches their lead to 8.
I'll make my own NBA logo that's like, yeah, me in the beanhole. Can somebody? I could probably do it.
Second one
That is a funny
good,
idea, though.
getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point
The
game
GBA.
here.
Taking care of business
Woo!
at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
So we see Boston get the win here. Boy, a nice win on
I have a
the
feeling
road.
there won't
By the
be
time this
Emily
one was
streams
winding
till the new
down,
house.
this building
Yeah, there won't be any
was
streams till the new
stone
house.
cold
This is my last stream.
And that's exactly what you
The
gotta
work
do.
stream tonight,
You
obviously,
have to
but
try to
that
take
won't
the
count.
crowd out of
That'll
it.
be the last stream I
And
do
that
in this
about
house.
wraps it
Yeah,
up.
tonight's work
For
stream.
Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark
I don't know if I'll do it
Kellogg.
at home or
This
at
is
work,
Brian
actually.
Anderson thanking
I guess
you all
maybe
for
at work.
tuning in
Let's
tonight.
see.
So long, everyone.
Okay. Let's look at that box score. 26, 4, and 12. It's a very Halliburton stat line. Okay. Our chemistry is up to 86%. Fan interest has climbed to 62.4%. This is good. This is good. We are 10th in the power rankings. I think we started out at 11th in the power rankings, so we barely moved up there. In the league leaders, we got Halliburton still in third. In the not what I wanted to do. NBA standings, Celtics firmly in 5th place, now 7 games back. Bulls have overtaken first place from the Pistons. So it's a Bulls, Pistons, Knicks, Nets, and probably New York Nets, or Brooklyn Nets, rather. And then Boston Celtics, though, with the Hornets breathing right down our neck, and the Washington not far behind. Who's doing the woo? Philly, Toronto, Cleveland, Atlanta, Miami, about where they usually are. Oof. Okay. What's going on the other side? Nope. That way. Your Dallas Mavericks are 30-9. Oof. Oklahoma City Thunder. Who's the worst team in the West? Denver. Who's on Denver? They have somebody good, don't they? We saw that. It was how do I team card? Oh, they have LeBron. That's who they have. Oof. Okay. Let's do some team bonding in the morning. And then a little light scrimmage in the evening. How about that? And then let's see if that changed anything. Oh, here we go. So we're really, and I think this makes sense. We really need to pair. No offense to D. White or Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard's our 6th man, so no offense to D. White, but we really do need another guard. I really do feel like we've got a bit of a logjam of talent, mid-level talent at center, and then we have we could use a little more depth. Darren Peterson could be that depth. We're not going to get him, though. I don't know where we're drafting. All right, it's 22-17 is where we're going to end it. So we're almost halfway through the season. We're 39 games through the season. Seems like a pretty solid place to end it. How do I do that? Like this? Exit. No, let's save first. Just to be safe. Okay. I'm feeling good. 22-17 isn't where I want to be, but it's getting closer and it's better and we're getting there. We really are getting there. I'm starting to believe in this team. So don't forget this evening to go over to the Patreon if you're a subscriber and watch the season series finale, the championship series of, I don't know how to say it, championship series of Fuck Face Off Season 2. It is me versus the community. The winner wins the championship. The loser has to do a punishment that Andrew will explain to us. We don't even know yet. It's going to be streamed live to the world. Can't wait to do it. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm very nervous. I'm very excited. Hopefully I will see you there tonight. And then not going to be here tomorrow morning. I'm sorry. I won't be here Wednesday. I'm sorry. I will be at the 4 p.m. stream Friday for regulation. And I will be here at normal time unless something crazy weird happens. Normal time next Monday morning, 8 a.m. just with a different wall behind me. Everybody have a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for watching me obsess over sports for a little bit. I really, really do appreciate it. It was fun hanging out with you guys. And congratulations on 3 months on rolling over. Congratulations, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good life. And I'll see you later. Love you all. Take care. Bye.